an hour.
Karl!
Hey, let's keep it quiet. Let's keep it quiet.
Woo! Hi, my name is Karl Sakas. Here talking about how you can create your own memorable experiences. Now, from my experience volunteering as a crew member on a 1930s railroad car, yes, I was mixing martinis at 106 miles per hour. Now, historically, train travel has had a great era of romance. The idea of you go to the station, you travel in style, going somewhere. Today, though, that romance is gone, except for a few places on private railroad cars like the Dover Harbor. Now, I've been a train fan for a long time. Here I am, 3 years old at the B&O Railroad Museum in Maryland. Still have the hat. I do not fit into the overalls anymore. But this isn't a story about trains. This is a story about creating memorable experiences. Now, my day job, I work as a web project manager. But 2 or 3 times a year, I work on the Dover Harbor as a volunteer, as a bartender and a steward, going to Chicago and New York and Montreal and Savannah. And I've learned a few things along the way. And I'd like to share those things with you today about how you can create your own memorable experiences for yourself, your friends, your family, your customers. And I've identified 3 things in particular. And rule number 1, be exclusive. Yes, be exclusive. They talk a lot today in business about being open and transparent, and those are important tools. But if you want to create memorable experiences, create an experience that people want to sneak into. People want to be stowaways on. Now, I ran into my first experience with a stowaway on my first trip to Williamsburg, Virginia. We stopped in Williamsburg, heading back to D.C., and a woman got on carrying a very heavy suitcase. It was kind of odd because it's a day trip, and you don't need a suitcase. And once we got started, and it was too late to throw her off, she said, "I don't think I'm supposed to be here." I was on the platform, and my dad said, "You know, you should get on that one at the end. It looks like the nice one." Well, her dad was right. It is the nice one. The story has a happy ending, though. I sold her a one-way ticket, and she stayed for cocktail hour and drinks. And I asked her about the suitcase as she got off, and she said it was for work, for her job as an assistant district attorney. Yes, she was the stowaway DA. Now, my second point is this: if you want to create memorable experiences, think like a magician. Yes. When you go to a magic show, the magician doesn't open the show by telling you all of his secrets. No, part of the experience is you don't know how it all works. It's just entertaining, and that's partly why you remember it. Now, when you get on board a trip with the Dover Harbor, there are a lot of things going on in the background. Do note the red carpet, though. And the passengers don't need to see all of that. For instance, laundry. We go through a lot of laundry. Here's about 5 days of laundry in Denver: sheets, tablecloths, towels, and so on. No, the passenger just wants to see the freshly made bed when it's time to go to sleep at night, and that's what we do. In Pullman tradition, we make the bed, hospital corners and all that. We do add a mint on the pillow or a chocolate on the pillow, or in this case, mint chocolate, 2 for 1, no extra charge. And when passengers go to dinner and they come back to their room at night, their bed is freshly made. Also, in Pullman tradition, we will shine your shoes while you sleep. Yes. There's a little box under the bed. You put your shoes in there when you go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, your shoes are waiting for you, freshly shined, like magic. There's a secret small door in the hallway, and I'm the magic. Even traveling by train at all itself is magical. You go to sleep at night, and you wake up hundreds of miles closer to your destination without having moved an inch, and no security lines, and no annoying people at the airport. My third point is this: recruit a team, build a network. Whenever we go on a trip, we have between 3 and 7 volunteers pitching in as crew members to make it all happen. Sometimes we grab people to help out along the way, like with Amtrak. We have an ice box on board. We go through 100 pounds of ice a day. We can have a trip that's 1,000 pounds of ice. If you're nice with Amtrak, they'll let you use the golf cart. Otherwise, you are carrying half a ton of ice yourself. Finally, there are additional volunteers who stay at home with helping with mechanical things and logistical things to keep it all working. So remember, if you want to create your own memorable experiences, consider these 3 things. Number 1, be exclusive. Number 2, think like a magician. And number 3, recruit a network, build a team. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the Dover Harbor, visit my website, karlsakas.com. You can see an article right there on the homepage telling you a bit more. And the next time you see a train go by, a final thought here in Raleigh, next time you see a train go by, look for a private rail car at the end as a reminder about creating your own memorable experiences. Thank you.